Check that out, man. 70, 75 mile an hour wind gust. It is ripping out here. Wow. Of course, it dies down when I open the door. Wouldn't you know? Alright, back on this Gibson hummingbird again. And still got some things to do to it. I think he wants me to fix this, the dip and the finish. You know, I showed it to y'all. Pointed out when I first got the guitar. I think he's wanting me to fix that. We still got to put a plate mate in it. I probably won't do that tonight. And I'll tell you why as we go along. What I am going to do tonight is this tusq saddle I've been working on. I found that out of a block, man. A block of tusq. It was huge. It wasn't a blank, it was a block. That's all I had. Anyways, I got it almost down to size and we're going to fit it in there tonight. I know I'm going to have to make it thinner. I think it's going to be too thick. And definitely going to have to make it lower this way, up and down, to set the action on the guitar. So, what did I do with that paper? I read the action on this guitar, and neck relief, and the nut action and everything, and I wrote it down somewhere, man, and I can't find it. Yeah, there it is. 4/64 on the high E to 12th fret, and 5/64. And I'm going to shoot for that with, what do I do with this saddle? With this tusq saddle. And then maybe we'll try to get a little bit lower than that after that. But that's what I'm going to shoot for right now. So come on over, get you something to eat and drink and sip and smoke, and let's do it! Now I'm hoping that I can get a hold of that saddle with these. And I got the strings. It's all floppy on it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a hold of it with these. Wow, man, I can't. I thought I would be able to. That is not going to work. I can just barely get a hold of it, and I'm going to screw up if I use those. So, let me try this. And get the highest part of it is right in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Maybe it'll work. That thing's in there tight. I hope it ain't glued in. You can lift the whole guitar, man. Wow. I've seen it move. It's not glued in. Let me take it out in pieces. There it comes. It started to. I might be able to get them with this now. That saddle fits tight, man. Look how thin that is up and down this way. It's not a very high saddle. I think I maybe see a shim down there too. I need an ice pick will do. I think that's a shim I'm seeing. Yeah, it is for sure. Plastic. Wow, that ruins the sound of the guitar. The plastic shim does. I don't like shims at all, man. Here you can see how little it is. Maybe you can't see it. Well, what I'll have to do now, since it's got a shim under it, is measure it. Now, where's the calipers at? Never got my shit together, man. I never do have. When I turn the camera on, you just forget. I forget everything. What I'm going to do here, zero them. I want on thousandths. I think I would like better. And I'll have to hold the shim in place. That's going to be higher in the middle. Wow. And I'll measure it right in the middle. That's what we'll shoot for starts. 343 thousandths. 335. I'm just moving around different locations. 336. 336. Let's say 335 for an average to start with. Now, the saddle I made here is going to be way more than that. is 385. Right in the middle, 395 right in the middle. Dead center is 397. 387. Wow. I'll put the radius in the saddle already. You know what might be better? If I just stack the old one up there and the shim and just draw a line across here. You know what I mean? That's what I'll do. Yeah. Let me get my shit together and figure out what I am going to do. I think I'm going to have to make it thinner. Wow, check it out, man. It's going to fit in there. Width-wise, I thought it would be too wide. It's going to work. It's just got to go this way. No. Width-wise. It's getting tight now. It will work. Well, good. I don't have to take any off the sides, only the bottom of it. So let me gather a few thoughts, and I will stack these up side by side and mark it. I'll figure out some way to mark it. Oh yeah, I need a cameraman, baby. I'm making a video where I've already played it with the bone saddle. Okay, I want to make another video with the tusq one and compare those two. And then a third one with the tusq and a plate mate installed. So you'll have some, hear the difference in those when I get them done. Anyway, check this out. This is bone. Hey, that's tusq, man. I think. I know this is tusq. Here's bone. Wow. I don't know, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and fit this saddle in. So I'll measure them up and bring you back. Let me explain to you what's going on. I've got a sucking device right here, and don't anybody try to steal this idea. I got a patent on this. I invented it, and it keeps the keeps me from making a big mess. And I've already put the saddle in here. I marked it about the same as what this old one was, and got it pretty close. But I allowed a little bit of room. I'm going to have to put this in the guitar, try it for a size, and then do this again. I'm sure of that. And this next time I'll get it, you know, where the action's right. So let's do this. Anyways, let's take this puppy out and fit it into the guitar. Just see, I know I'm going to have to do this again. We'll get the measurements and stuff, and then I'll know exactly what I need to take off of this. You know what? I never even thought about the direction this way. So I took the old saddle, lined it up, one side of it down here, made my mark right there with a pencil. It's that much too long. I doubt you can see that. Maybe you can, I don't know. Anyways, got to grind it down until that pencil mark goes away. And suck some more. See here. I never thought about that, man. The width of it, or the length of it. Well, I guess it'd be the width of it. See, I just lined them up like that and marked it. I just lined them up like this and marked it, and now it should go in there now. I forgot all about that. Now this nut I made, I intonated it, so it goes in a certain way. And let's see, it's like this. Yeah. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. It's intonated. It goes in like that. So let's try to get him in there and get a measurement on it. Well, that's set down there pretty good. I think it's going to be higher though than the I think this action is going to be a little bit higher than what it was with this old one here with the shim under it. So I'm going to have to tune it up. I'm going to tune it all the way up to pitch, and then I'll bring you back and we'll check it. Alrighty then, it's in there. Brand new Tusk nut. I swear, I think this one might have been Tusk. But that shim under it wasn't any good, man. Shouldn't have to do that. I can tell that's higher than, I knew it would be. It's higher than what the other saddle was. So, check it and see. The high E at the 12th fret now, it's just what I figured, 5/64. If I got the radius right on the saddle, it'll be 6/64 here. Dead on the money, man. It is. Actually that's what Gibson recommends. But the owner made it pretty clear that he wanted low action, and that's not that low right now. That's where most people would play these guitars. So I need to measure that in thousandths. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Looks like about 90 thousandths, 80 thousandths. No, it is. It's 70 thousandths. 70 thousandths. And I can get my old eyes tuned in here. 110 thousandths. We'd like to see that come down to roughly 90 or 80 even. Okay, so it's at 10 thousandths. If we want that to, let's go with 90 because I don't want to overshoot that and go too low. We're at 110 right here now, okay? The 12th fret. We're at 110. We want that to come down to 90. So that's a difference of 90, 100, 110, 20. So that means we got to take 40 thousandths off of this saddle right here. I'm going to mark it, take 40 thousandths off and see where we land at. And boy, I'll tell you what, that ain't going to leave very much saddle sticking up out of there. It's going to be, I mean, it's going to be close, man. Let's see if we can even do it without measuring from the top of the bridge to the first string. We're at 90 that time. Alright, is it calibrated? Yes it is. Alright, let me read it again. 98. So we take 60 off of that. Is that what we decided? Or 40 it was? Take 40 off of it. Yeah, we're good. We got enough room there. Just barely enough room to do it, but there is. So, back out comes the old faithful sander and sucker. I've still got the sucker set right here because I knew I was going to need it again. And I may or may not bring you back for that. It just takes so much time with the camera, man. If I don't run the camera, I can do this stuff way faster. Hold on. I am not going to bring you back for the next sanding, but I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'll show you how I do this. We want to take 40 thousandths off that. We want the strings at the 12th fret to drop 20 thousandths. So we got to take 40 thousandths off the saddle. I have a 15 and a 15 and a 12, an 8 and a 5. Okay? That's 40 thousandths thick right there. And what you got to do is, what I got to do, this is the way I do it. Your mileage may vary. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you or not very much, but I'll just set the saddle up the side of it. Take a pencil. Let me hold it more in the center. So I want that marked on both sides. And just mark it. And there is 40 thousandths. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. So I'm going to take it off, 40 thousandths, and then I'll bring you back. There's no need for me to show you my rig that I have a patent on and invented. I don't want anybody stealing that idea, man. It took me years to come up with that. So, get this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to get the sander back up here and do it! See, I just put, I can't see the camera, man. Put the thing in the vise and let that much of it stick out. That's 40 thousandths. I'm going to take my feeler's gauge and look at it and make sure before I cut it or maybe I'll use calibers and do it. And just make sure it's 40,000, but it should be right up to the line anyways, and part of the line. Anyways, I'm not going to bring you back to that. I'm going to get it done, and then I'll bring you back and we will talk. So I lied. I am going to bring you back. The memento of truth. Boy, those things as handy as a pocket on a shirt, man. Alright, I'm going to do what I did before. Put the saddle in the guitar, and then I'll bring you back, tune it up, of course, and we'll take measurements again. I was going to say, this old saddle, whoever found the bottom of that saddle, the bottom of it's slanted, you know what I mean? It's not flat across. This one's nice and flat and square. Let's get it in there. Now I did take a little bit more off than 40 thousandths. I probably took maybe 45 off, so it's going to be a little bit lower than you might expect it to land on. Boy, it looks good, man. It's low. It's up to pitch. Up to pitch. Let's see what we read in thousandths first. Oh yeah, 40 thousandths, man. He said he wanted low action. He's going to have it, and no buzzing. 40 thousandths. I think that's what it is. It's so minute it's hard to see. That's the E string on the 12th fret. This one was 110. It's 70 now. Let's see what it is in 64ths. Should be about 4/64. Dead on the money. 4/64 it is. 4 5/64. So I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I took just a tiny bit more off. I was thinking about him saying he wanted low action. Whoa, that thing chords so much easier with that nut work we did. Now this is with the old strings, remember. You know, I can see, you know, the string, that buzzing's me playing the shit out of it, and my hands pulling the strings off up here. You know, the string is perfectly straight, okay? I can see that, that ski jump right there. The action gets even closer down here. It should get farther away at the end of the fretboard. Because of that ski jump, it's as low as I can get it right here, without buzzing here. You know, he's going to have to play it pretty hard to get it to buzz. Of course, we still got to set it up and stuff yet, set the neck relief and all that jazz. Got a new nut action now. And you know, another thing I was worried about was this back. You remember how close this first string was to the bridge because the saddle was so low? It's even closer now. Wow, man, it's that is very close. You're not going to get that action any lower than that, because that's going to be a problem if you try to go any lower than this. Let's just find out what it is. 42 thousandths. That ain't very much, man. That's at the highest point. 41. 42. That's not very much down pressure on that saddle. I mean, you know, the more down pressure you can have on the saddle, the better the guitar's going to sound. And that ain't none. I mean, that string's just laying across the saddle because the saddle's so low. But he wanted low action, man, and you know, the way the guitar is right now, it's as low as you can get it. Well, I hope you maybe picked up a few tips or hints or something from this video to help you set up your acoustic guitar. Man, I'm sweating. It's hot in here. I should have sanded this when I had the sander out. I don't think that's bung. That's tusq, man. that's got to be its tusq. So the guitar already had a tusq saddle in it, but the bottom of it, like I said, it's not flat, it's angled, you know what I mean? And that's not good. And plus it was, he wanted the action lower anyway, but if I get it any lower, and I did, it's way lower than it was. What did I say it was? Did I even measure it in 64s? I can't remember. I made it in 64s. Damn, I always pick that son of a bitch up wrong, man. Every time. Depending on what I need it for. It's 4/64s. A little bit less than 4. So it's lower than it was. And just barely above 4/64s here. So it's definitely lower than it was. I wouldn't go any lower than that with that ski jump back here. It's going to start buzzing, man. Like I say, you only got, what do we say, 40 thousandths of bridge sticking up under the first string. That's not very much. So anyways, the next video on this guitar, I've got some other stuff I've been working on over there. The next one on this guitar, we'll either set it up, put new strings on and put a plate made in it, or we'll fix this finish right here where it's chipped. Do a drop fill or something on that. That's probably what we'll do, because I want to make another video. I made a video of me playing with this old saddle and the shim, wherever it went. There it is. I want to make another video playing with this saddle, because I know this one's tusq. I swear that right there is too. So you're probably not going to hear much difference in those two. And then I want to make a third video playing it with this saddle and a plate mate installed. And I'll probably do a video on installing the plate mate too, if you want to see it. Cheers. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Q-Ball was in here a little bit ago. She's gone now, so I can't give you a fix there. But watch my old videos. She's in plenty of those. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Love you guys, and see you very much soon. Check that out, man. Windy friggin' city. It's died down a lot from what it was. It was ripping. Just I knew when I opened the door it would quit or die down at the least. Ripping the wind out here tonight. Has been all day long today. There'll be at least 70 or more mile per hour gusts. Hear that? Just let you listen for a minute.